Ladies and gentlemen, I've got 12,000 subscribers! So now I'm going to do another Q&A. But first, I'm going to show you my setup. As you can see, I got a substitute for a green screen back here because I don't have an actual green screen or any program that is compatible with a green screen. It's just an old blue bed sheet I just have set here so I have a plain background, as well as it covering the shirts that are normally showing in the background. Didn't really want those in the background for my 12,000 subscriber Q&A. And it's held up by a mouse trap on a hanger that's shoved under the printer up there, which if I want to print something, the paper will just fall down into my hands because I have it set up there. And it's the rest of it's just kind of held on with some thumbtacks here. And I've also sort of upgraded the table that I have my computer on a bit. I've added a drawer to it that has like all my cameras and stuff in it, as well as the Minibus Sense current MP3 player, and some other stuff in here that I got, like chargers, cameras, tripods, AV cords, and even this little Spinet video watch I used to record the Hickory Ridge 2001 once when the rotator was still broken. I'll go ahead and show you a better representation of my setup here with these photos that shall be popping up in about 3, 2, 1, now. Unfortunately, there is some bad news. My 3D printer's fan hasn't come yet. I've been waiting and waiting, and I still haven't gotten it yet. Oh, where has my nozzle thing gone? Oh, where could it be? My 3D printer needs it very much, and now I need to go pee. Yeah, I'll be back.
Later.
I'm back in. Oops. I gotta fix this now. Alright. Time for the moment you came here for! The Q&A. Mega the TCF 2009 stuff commented, "Are you have a phone or not?" Yes, I do have a phone. It's a TCL Android phone. And next, about some of the comments saying I didn't blink throughout my last Q&A or in the Q&A before, I think. I do indeed blink, alright? It's just the frame rate on my camera is kind of low, especially in the low light mode, but since I have this light on up here, it's not affecting it as much, so the frame rate's a little higher, but because of this darker background, the frame rate may be a little lower, so it may look like I'm blinking. I just blinked there and there, but you probably didn't see it though, because the low frame rate of this camera. And sometimes how the camera would freeze. If you notice that in some of my Q&As, the picture just freezes like that. It's not your Wi-Fi, it's just the laggy camera and recording software, so yeah, that's why it doesn't look like I'm blinking sometimes. Fire Alarms 9000 commented, "For your Mini Thunderbolt, you should make a mini AR timer for it." Is that really necessary? It's already got its own alert and attack signal, automatic timer or whatever built in, so it can do the attack and alert signal. The only thing it can't do is shut down in 3 minutes automatically, like an AR timer I think can. But it's not like that really matters, because I can just turn it off manually, because it is just a Mini Thunderbolt, it's just a model after all. Jason Singleton commented, "Can you do electromechanical siren ambience?" Well, I do have a video that I haven't posted yet that the Mini Thunderbolt in Random Siren Shorts 15 talked about. A video I haven't uploaded of Mini Thunderbolt with his old parts doing a distance test at Chalco Recreational Park. The reason I never uploaded that is because I did that last year, I think, before coronavirus or COVID-19 hit. And I didn't want to upload it. What happened was I got grounded soon after I did that video, so I didn't upload it for like a month afterwards, and then I still didn't upload it because it was really cold out in those months, because I did the video in about like October or September of last year. Then once my grounding was over, it was too cold to post this video. People are thinking, why are you doing this so cold out? That's what I was thinking was going to happen. That's why I didn't post it. So I had original plans to post it maybe March of April of 2020 this year, and because of COVID-19, I wasn't able to do that because I don't want people thinking I'm going out during a quarantine. So that's why I haven't posted it yet. I didn't want to have to put like a super long description saying I made this video last year at some point, and I have to put that all in there. So instead I'm explaining it in this Q&A. Neil Prasad 1905 commented, question, how do you synthesize the siren sounds for Tornado Siren Madness characters? Well, what I did for that is I used a tone generator on Audacity and the chirp generator. I think I explained this in my last Q&A, but it was a fairly simple process of just using the chirp generator, which makes a rising or falling in pitch tone that I can use as sort of a siren sound. And for the electromechanical ones I use the sawtooth wave, and for the electronic ones I use the square wave, or the square wave with no alias is usually what I use for the electronic sirens, so that way it doesn't sound really nasty or anything like that. And then I just use the solid tones for when the siren's wound all the way up, and then the chirp again, but I make it drop down in pitch for when the siren winds down. So yeah, that's how I do the siren synths in Tornado Siren Madness. Blocky.yt commented, for 12,000 subscribers, I think, I have a couple questions for you. 1. Are you going to 3D print a mini ACA P50 if the 3D printer is fixed? Probably not. The P50, if I were to make it to scale, would be really big. I'm not even sure if it'd fit a 3D printer, because if you've seen that picture of the P10 next to the P50, the P50 makes the P10 next to it look really small. So if I were to make a P50 to scale, like a mini P50 to scale, then it probably wouldn't fit my 3D printer. So yeah. So the chance of me making a mini P50 is pretty small. So yeah. And 2, what would you dream of having a real siren if you have enough money to buy it? I would like to be able to get a Thunderbolt, but unfortunately I still can't afford it, nor do I have the space for it. But if I end up getting a real siren, it probably won't be for West Shore Services, because that's way up in Allendale, Michigan, and I'm way down in Omaha, Nebraska. So yeah, so if I were to get a siren, it'd probably have to be one being decommissioned, or one that'd been decommissioned, like the Nyhart 2T22 or something else, I don't know. But even that's pretty unlikely, because that Nyhart 2T22 has been standing there for probably a decade or two, not in service, and it still hasn't been taken down. And when you think about it, you can kind of see why. It's right next to a playground, and they want to drive a crane into there, so instead they just left it there. So also it's in like this brick wall surrounding that's hard to get into, so that's probably another reason why they haven't taken it down yet. So yeah. And number 3, try to make the SD10 control box. I mean, from a mini SD10. I could probably just use the same type of attack timer that's in a Mini Thunderbolt for that. It'd be much simpler to make the controls from Mini SD10, but my 3D printer is still broken right now, so I can't print anything right now, because my 3D printer's nozzle fan still hasn't come yet. Neil Prasad 1905 commented, also, can you try making a mini canister siren 1210 9-port using your 3D printer? Possibly. That is a fairly simple siren, but again, my 3D printer doesn't work right now. Tornado Siren Rubik commented, what's that song when you show the emo sirens in TSM? That's a new song I'm working on. I haven't come up with an actual name for it yet, but yeah, it's potentially going to be another Shards of Glass song coming out at some point if I ever finish it, or come up with lyrics for it or whatever, or come up with a name. Anime Warrior Pharaoh commented, careful ordering stuff from China. Well, yeah, because the stuff from China might have coronavirus! So, yeah. But I'm pretty sure it probably doesn't, because they probably have special safety measures there. like masks, social distancing, stuff like that. They probably work in like their own cubicles or something, or plexiglass things stood up on like stands or something right now. But yeah. Sirens in Roblox commented, "Can you add a pinched Bamag siren? I did draw one in TSM. Here's what it looks like." But I haven't included it yet because I couldn't think of any good script to introduce it with. Maybe I could introduce it along with, like, if they end up going to Germany or something, or if there's an episode that has a part that takes place in Germany. Maybe I'll have Pinch Mamag make a brief appearance or something like that. P50 will call him a Q-tip. Timmy73 commented, "BSP, you can get 555 timers through most online electronics stores like IE, Jamaica, All Electronics, DigiKey, and many more. I usually get stuff from eBay, but Hobbytown has reopened, so I got my 555 timer chip from there now. So if I wanted to, I can now make a tone generator for the Mini Masaibu Sen." And that's it. That's the Broken Solar Panel 12,000 subscriber special Q&A. This is Broken Solar Panel signing off.